Alright, so this video is to show the trees and fruits and vegetables we have going so far on the property. This was one of the first ones we planted. It's called a cerisa tree. It's a fruit tree. It's about 18 months old now, and it's been bearing fruit for a while. A lot of this undergrowth you see here is actually edible. Like, take this one for instance. This is sweet potato, and you use the leaves to make different vegetable dishes. This one here is called salillo. It's a slimy leaf, and it's also used in a lot of vegetable dishes here. You see that big plant there. I don't want to walk over there right now, but it is that's chili, or bird's eye chili, same as this type here. Now, as you see here, we have a mature, normal papaya tree here, and oops, we've already actually been harvesting quite a bit off of it for some time. In fact, they're using it mostly in dishes as a vegetable. When it's green, it's good in many dishes. You can use it where you'd normally use like potatoes or something. We also have a lot of greens called kangkong here. Another one used in vegetables. Here we have two species of a banana called bungulan. This is of the normal variety, and it's more like a plantain in taste and texture, but slightly sweeter. Then over here we have some sweet bungulan. Those are my favorite. They never actually turn yellow or anything. You actually eat them while they're green, but I like them better than the Cavendish, which actually is my least favorite banana. And then next to it, you can see we have a bunch of cassava going. I don't know if you're familiar with cassava root. This can be used in different dishes. Primarily here it's used for making desserts and such. Here, yeah, all of this ground cover you see here is edible, and we eat it, and so do a lot of the neighbors and relatives. Oh, we got these planters here. They will be used for passion fruit. Probably in the next month or so we'll get those going. And eventually this area back in here, this wall will get much longer and larger, and it never really gets fully exposed to daylight. So we'll plant some other types of flowers and stuff that don't like direct sunlight as much. And you come down, eventually we'll have stairs coming down in through here. Here is one type of lanzone tree. We planted it about 1.5 years ago now. They're just all the lanzone trees are just now starting to take off. We have two of a variety called Duco and two of a variety called Langkang. And right now I can't remember which one is the one that I prefer. One is sweeter than the other. Then here we have the local version of lime, again planted about 1.5 years ago. And there's bearing a lot of fruit now. You can see it's called calamansi. You can see lots of fruit there. This banana tree down here, the previous one got a fungus and I had to treat it. It's called tindok, and those are the giant bananas that one day I hope to have. That'll be fun. Each banana is about 2.2 pounds. Eventually we'll have stairs coming up in between each of the terraces on this side. One thing I got about a week ago was this baby papaya here, and this isn't a normal papaya. This is a purple papaya, and if you Google purple papaya, You can see it's actually very purple, vibrant colored purple. Still tastes the same as a regular papaya, just kind of fun. This is one of 3 mangosteen trees we have. It's actually doing very well. Back in here we've got some squash, local squash. This tree is called a malunggay tree. They're used in a lot of soups and vegetable dishes. You see up the hill, we've got a number of coconuts planted up there. I think we have 5 different varieties of coconuts planted around the property, but they're all babies right now. This area I'm standing on now, where this temporary nursery is, you see it's a nice bougainvillea and things of that nature. This area will eventually become a herb garden behind the house. Here's another mangosteen tree. A lot of different vegetables and flowers in here right now that'll get moved onto the terraces at a later date. This tree here is a durian, and it's of the Chani variety. I've been struggling with this since the beginning. First to keep it alive and now to get it to grow, and finally it seems to be taking. So one day I'll have a nice durian from it. Here is another mangosteen tree. It's doing okay, not as good as the other 2. Then over here we have a variety of banana known as the Morado banana, and that one is maroon in color. Not the sweetest of the bananas, but it's pretty good. This large tree here is a local name for it is Kamonsil. The English name for it is monkey pod. So if you Google monkey pod, you can see what that's about. We have a number of these trees here. This is called Anonas. It's in the family, and here's one actually, it's getting ready to, that one should be ready for picking pretty soon. The Anonas is in the family of custard apple, which is a nice one to eat. I like eating it. Here's another coconut tree. Coconut trees take about 3 to 5 years to mature to the point where they're producing nuts. This here with the purple stems and the green leaves is called alagbate, and it is another one we eat a lot of here. Very prominent vegetable. Up in here we have some more malunggay planted. But one of the main things is, which aren't doing so well, half of these are called white cherry. Hard to find around here. Half of them aren't doing so well, but the other 2 seem to be doing well. I'm hoping those take off. Then back in here we have a normal plantain type banana that's growing, which you can get those around here so easy. Don't really care too much if that one makes it or not. It's not in the best spot, but that's okay. This is a neem tree. It's a variety of a hardwood. Neem oil is also something that's used a lot in fighting termites and things of that nature. Here we have a baby mango tree, which we probably won't keep. This isn't really a good area for that. The property here is interspersed with different hardwoods, the fastest growing of which is called a gemelina. That's a gemelina. Actually, all of those big trees back in there are gemelina. But this big tree over here, that one is mahogany. And I'm not sure if that's going to become a problem in the future, if I'll have to cut that down or not. I'm hoping not. Then you proceed towards the back of the property. You got a mix of Gemelina, but then you have this tree, and they're different. This is a Bolete tree. Bolete are said to be inhabited by both good and evil spirits, and when you approach one like now, you're supposed to say Tabipo, which means pardon me, may I pass through. We haven't decided what we're going to do back in here yet. For now, we're just going to let these other trees grow, but I'm going to keep the spirit tree just because I like them. They're cool, and I just like them. You can see this is kind of shot from coming in from the back of the lot. Many of you may not have seen before. Down here, kind of fenced in, we have a rare version of Lanka, or jackfruit tree, we planted recently. So it's called a golden Lanka, which you can't get at market. I've never actually seen one. We're told that they're one of the sweeter varieties. So looking forward to that in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. You see back in here, we got a number of coconut trees planted. Here's back in the nursery. So that's the tour. More updates in the future when more of the trees grow up and start producing fruit.